Testing one. Oh shit. Testing 1, 2, 3. Let's get into it anyways. Let's start this shit anyways. Let's start this anyways. Might as well. No, I don't wanna get to it, or should I start it? Man, what? Let me say this, just to prepare this whole thing. I'm not trying to be the kind of person that probably I'm not. You know, I was all the way. Sorry, it was just a lot of technical, kind of like account difficulties I just had right now, just recently. So that was my fault. But either ways, today it is the 18th of August, 5:20 p.m. That is 20 minutes late of me. I should be fired from this little hobby of mine. No, not hobby. Fuck that. It's my career. It's my career. It's my career. Lots of logins, lots of login problems, and problems up ahead. So I'm putting out this way too. So today is a short stream. It's your boy, I'm an Element Reptile. Today, right now, is going to be a very quick stream. I'm just going to make this very short and small because, I just kind of Mon-Thu, basically. On top of that, I'm fixing up a toilet that soon enough in the afternoon. Trying to get this out of the way. Hoping I'm trying to make it short, so as short as I can try, because I tend to take very long and I tend to lie to myself. And I say, oh, it's going to be a short stream, small stream, short stream, small stream. While in reality, I once passed already 3 hours. Bless me. But today, I'm going to be sketching today. You know, going to be doing a fan art that I wanted to do, a comedy fan art. And then probably a funny fan art as well. So I'll make this quick as possible and see how it's to go. Let's do this. Alright, let's get to this. Let's not get similar now. Alright, let's see how this works. See, my arms are generally stupid. Generally, I don't want to keep on. I'm gonna have to do this again. Okay, how do I get this arms thing? Oh, do I need a reference to the barber? This. Okay, so I'm gonna hold hands. Look at that. Kind of like, I'll do this. Kind of like this. And then I'm gonna have it right here. Oh, that looks terrible. But I want to give away. I don't want to keep on doing the same old ball technique. Kind of like learn how to. I'm already kind of over it. Basically, I'm gonna do a low like this, like here, kind of like that. Ah, somewhere up here, somewhere up here. Oh shit. 2 and then Oh, hello, Code. What's going on, Code? What's cracking today? What's cracking here? What is cracking? Today is a small stream today, so trying to make it as because trying to make it as short as possible. So, fuck me. Okay, so then it's like this. All right, so I'm just gonna use just grab here. Here. Here, I'm gonna try this. Tell me what's going on, Code. I don't. How's everything over there in the UK? Still, at least be lively. How's school? How is school actually? Matter of fact, how is school? How is school? How are the people in school? Are they dressing up like Hogwarts over there? Yeah, I'm gonna have to do another version. Taking this. Not started. Oh, you haven't started yet. Oh, okay. Interesting. What's your? Well, if you want to, let me know if you're in school. Your schedule going on, making sure. Hey, listen, I'm here whenever, every Monday through Thursday. I'm here Monday through Thursday in the United States of America. Basically, you hear my goddamn accent, sir. Even though over there, no, everything is not. It's fine and nippy, innit? Fine and nip. I don't know slangs there. Okay. Shit. Is it like, I ask, is it really like nighttime over there, or is it still like afternoon? It's a sunset or afternoon? Shit. I ask. Is it sunset or afternoon over there? Like here, or is already nighttime? Yeah, I'm just gonna go open this shit. I'm giving my boy Coco the fade. They gave my boy Coco Miguel the fade. It's dark. It's nighttime. So it has to be probably like at least like 10 p.m. over there. At least. Let's see. Ah, damn it. Alright, hold a second. Trying to get to him. Trying to get to the typical Disney eyes as usual. You know, everybody loves the Disney eyes. It's a typical place. Give him that very solemn last look. Oh yeah, give Miguel that solemn look. And then I want to make you, of course, you have the fade. You have stupid big ass ears, I'll tell you that. So here's the main event of things. It's literally a high fade, basically. It's literally a high fade. Kind of like this, and then pretty much. Like a high top fade somewhat. No, but it's more of a high fade. Yeah, pretty much. Because I had these fades. I definitely had these fades. This was like during my earlier years. I was 19. I think I was 19 when I had this high top fade. No. Actually, I started... Well, I had fade when my first fade when I was 18. It was really super high, like high top to the high top fade. So, kind of like that. And it's just like goes down here. 2, 3. And then look, right here, kind of like basically pretty much this. And then just try to get to this part. Yeah. Wait, didn't I? No, that's not how this. How's his eyes? Coco's eye. I mean, Miguel's eyes. Hold up a second. I have to do a freaking model sheet. I knew it. Yep. Your eyes needs to be stupid big. Yeah, the Pixar stupid eyes needs to be stupid big. Real stupid big. Real stupid big. Real stupid big, like this big. Real stupid big, like this big. And then right here, yeah, pretty much like that. Give him the most fuckboyish actually no, I mean I everybody thought that. Why does this happen all the time? Here we go. So I'm getting to this part. To this. Ah. And then that's Coco the first. Gotta go to this Coco now. Think no, he kind of has like a side hair, pretty much side hair, because it all is going brushing all the way over. Okay, I was gonna make sure. We'll do this. Maybe we gotta cut his hair. I mean, it's a haircut, so I once had this haircut. I remember. Well, actually, my haircut was more stupider. I had a high top fade at one point of my age, but it was a very stupid and weird haircut, hair comb I had. So I think this guy had a better fade than I did, because it's the top part of the head that kind of matters. I want the cranium. More the head of the cranium. Fade gang, yo. Fade gang. I can give him a better fade, I'll tell you that. Or not. Man, I'm not a barber, but I know some good barbers. Just give my I would go to a I once finally met my first my first barbershop. That was like a Dominican barbershop. And man, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Those Dominicans are gods. Those Dominicans are a blessing in cutting your hair. They're perfectionists. Those people are perfectionists, mind you. So, man, when I tell you, when they can cut, they can cut. They can cut hair. On God. Like on God, bro. kind of thing we get here. Andaluz. And then right here. Ah. Nope. 1 second. Actually, no. What am I doing? What I need is a face mask. That's what I need. How can I succeed something, right, specifically, without the use of a face mask? Every artist, every Disney style or Western, and I'm talking about the comic Western style, I'm definitely talking about the Western comic style, Glenn Keane, Don Bluth, John Pomeroy, to my Latino artists, to my Latino people, to Dave Alvarez, to, Carlos Menglia, to Rodrigo Gonzalez, or Rodgan, to Joe Benitez and Dan Murra from Spain. All used the face mask technique. Oh, I just remember the face mask technique. Thank you, Rodgan. I think I would like to buy the book of Rodgan's book. Learn the perspective more than just typical kind of like the like the typical angles and shit. Because there are some angles, because most of my drawings right now are pretty much very flat. That's what it starts to feel like. I give dynamicacy, but not as much as it's supposed to be. So I'm trying to do that as best. That looks good. That is basically best. I'm just gonna put it right here. Then this. Right here. So then I'm just gonna be probably bending the knee. Down here. Let's see. That's a good plan right here. Then that means I have to shrink the little jit for a moment. I'm telling the world that's Miguel. That's the barber fade right there. I want to draw who's my barber? Who's his little barber? Who is his barber? Who is Miguel's barber? Well, I think I would like to say my OC. Let's draw him. It's just a sketch for now. It's just a sketch, guys. It's just a sketch, everybody. So it's gonna be, but I will color him and all that kind of good stuff. Drawing the kid. Oh my God, why? Why keep... Jesus Christ. Madonna. Sleeping with black men. Think about it. Ceuta. Invaded by black men. God damn. Wait, what? Jesus Christ, bro. Okay. I'm gonna be here. Alright, now let's draw my boy Element Reptile. My OC. Yes, I have my characters. Yes, the characters. My OC is literally the same stage name as my profile name. As my alias is the same alias. So let's draw him. Let's draw me. Let's draw me doing the cuttery, making some Dominican style Barbary. But let me give myself some. Yeah, hold on a second. Just add the details and draw triceps. But okay, hold up a second. Remember, I'm fit, I'm toned, but I'm also very scrawny. And strength isn't always about the muscle. It's always from the bone. And how much you condition your muscles and bones. All right. So let's see. I'm trying to do it as quick as possible because I don't want to get too much. I don't want to get too far into myself with this, with this drawing because I want to make it a small stream for today. Even though, yes, I have something to do. Even though, yes, I have many times. I want to stay. I want to stay, but hey, I want to keep it nice and clear. Okay, taking this, trying to make this as quick as possible. Does look like one of those animated feature characters from the Americas. I'll tell you that. But he ain't. Let's see. Okay, this part right here is gonna be like this. And then kind of like that. Then, believe it or not, believe it or not, believe it or not, right? I too run a fade. I too run a fade. Oh, darling, baby. I run some good skin fades. That's why my barber's Dominican. Ah. Yes, my friends. Yes, everybody who are watching this stream. I too run a fade. Though the OC version of me, the cartoon character version of me, my fade is different. Is much different. Much more different. It's keeping a box in a way, but then I also leave out these two weird strands on the hair. Okay, well, pretty much leave these two strands, some very weird strands, like this. So, yeah. Now, what you got here is Miguel. I'm just gonna let everybody. I forgot to remind everybody. This is Miguel Coco. All right, just gonna let that is Miguel. All right, because I'm trying to get to the because I was looking for some good little model sheets, even though the ears are not really egg roll. No, not too much. Not really egg roll at all. Hold up a second. Let me make it more egg roll. There you go. Okay. All right. All right. This is little Miguelito, right? Miguel from Coco, and this is just my OC right here. All right. This is my OC. Which is literally the name that you're seeing, my name, my stage name. Just gonna let everybody understand. I'm just gonna let everybody understand that. So there's no confusion. Wondering who is this, who is that. Then just like this. Now, it's crazy how I'm giving my character at Disney. Well, it is like a mix of Dave Alvarez and Trad Moore, which is a Marvel Comics character, Marvel Comics artist. So I'm keeping that as a stasis. So now comes the face mask, which completely overshadows his eyes. Actually, really takes his eyes. Really takes his eyes. Overtakes it like this. And then kind of like go the same way. Go the same way. Like that. Oops. Think of it as Choso. Think of those eyes like you see out of Choso from Jujutsu Kaisen. Think of that. Just think of that. You got a really weird, and of course his very weird hairs. It's a he's got the same fade. I'll tell you. Number one, mind you, to the world, this kid, my OC, right, is basically, to me, I always see myself still like a mature, between a 20 to a 19-year-old. Because in the back lore of my OC, which is basically my name, my YouTube name, he was set in 2012, between, or either 2012 or 2014. Now, because the times are changing, times are rapidly moving. He dropped out of high school 3 years after a horrible incident of his best friend. But the lore, that's one part of the lore. The other lore of how my character becomes Element Reptile, what's the power behind it? It's a lot like this. Syncretism, basically. Indigenous tribe that actually is most likely inspired by the Satila tribe, though not too much of it. And then like a few indigenous tribes that was inspired by it, and then Spanish conquistadors, the same old lands and every areas and legends. But his great grandfather was first indigenous, though he was kind of the oddball out there that helped a little lizard and turned him to a god or some sort, and some shit. Then after that, the whole typical conquest and the conquistadors and all that shit that goes around there, having him to travel around the world in vengeance and cause terror around the world. Started in Europe, killed a priest with a robe, which basically is like a take your kill to wear, and then going all around, and then kept going more around the world to Africa, go to the Middle East, goes to Asia, goes to Polynesia, which actually his fictional tribe actually met once, and conditions were very, very uncomfortable after them knowing what happened, and that created sadness and just despair of how that poor kid came to be. Not because just he became the monster, but the fact that he's grieving that his great ancestor roamed the earth through pain and trauma of, I wanted revenge, but I didn't know I accidentally killed women and children. So he had to carry that trauma around him, and he still weeps for letting rage go up to over his head. And he got but then he's got, the gods kind of gave him a second chance, even though they became somewhat like a Catholic blend to it. That's the lore of the powers there. How the powers work. It's basically the Avatar, but operate in a different way. Basically, no, it's not. He can use air powers, but in reality, it's more like this. I can fly in air, I can breathe through water, and then I can break the floor with earth, and I can breathe fire. Basically, that's the operation. You got 4 elements, and then plus you got reptilian elements too, right? You got reptilian abilities too. So the reptilian abilities is Uh, I can go camouflage. I have acidic spit. I can climb through walls, and the one that is not the most out there, he roars very loudly, like a wraith and a tyrannosaurus had a baby, basically. And the person behind the character who becomes it is actually another person who's a descendant of the first user of the entity of Element Reptile. Element Reptile started with it sets with generations, and his great grandfather had been around until then 1800s. I think no, great grandfather been around. Restarted in 1800s, early 1800s. This was in a, but the country wise is set in this character's country, a place set in between the Choco regions of Colombia and Ecuador, which I'm from. I want to represent it. Even though in within the lore of Element Reptile, the person that becomes Element Reptile, he's supposed to be considered to be from Chile, like he's like first generation Chilean, because his parents were apparently from Chile, but actually was that they migrated. They're actually from the jungles of the Choco, who spent some time, married someone from Chile, and then tried to come to the United States, but then got deported back to Chile, and only lived with the adopted, and he's living with adopted family at the time. And though he's also neurodivergent himself, he didn't gain the conscience of realizing that his parents were deported until he was 6 years old. When he was like between 6 or 7 years old, he started to kind of like gain consciousness. He's not, he knows the reaction, the calamity of that, but he didn't know that it all had the storyline was that there was also a very terrible family feud between his family's surname and then other families, 3 families that all got related to one another for some reason. And then an angel guard come, and he's got and not just that, so basically it's like a superhero. It's a very, how to say this, it's kind of like a drama based dark, it's dark. Let's just say that it's going to be dark. It's going to be dark. I mean, this guy has been through shit. He had a best friend who basically he accidentally killed, which crazy. That's trauma too. You're trying to stop a friend from, shooting up a bunch of children in schools because he was wronged for, and he tried to stop him. But as a friend, not as a foe, and accidentally killed the person that he tried to help, who tried to consider his friend, in the wake of helping him. See, that's some dark shit. That's American dark shit that I don't think American media is brave enough to bring about. I mean, they could bring about it, but they'll be scared. They'll try to find a way to say, "Oh, let's change it up a bit." I will not let my character become fucking a bad bitch, stupid pussy, right? Or a bad bitch, fucking like transgender, gay. No. It's not how it works with my character. He's got all these tribal tattoos for a reason. He's got all these tribal tattoos for a reason. Here, right here, right here. So this is my OC, ladies and gentlemen. My OC. Shit. I'm ready. So you get this. But then what? Mm-hmm. This right here. Basically, it's like a messy pompadour. It's a very messy pompadour. Oh, too, not to mention the earrings this dude has. So I got you. And then he's also got a gauges here and a few here. So it's kind of like stems, gauges. It's a very simple character. A very simple character. Most his whole dress is black. So everything else is pretty good. Actually, I'm gonna just delete this. I'm just gonna delete it. We're gonna restart that shit. And just like this. Basically like that. And then this. This. No, I'm not going to do that one. It's 3 gauges, and that's far as the eye can see. 3 gauges in the art, and far I can see. Everything else, he doesn't. The suit doesn't really. He doesn't wear any shirt. All right. It's just fades. That's just a fade right here. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kind of like keep it up there too. Trying to keep it make sure it stays boxy as well as a boxy fade. I would give him a like the trails, like the type of trails that every Latino has, like a Puerto Rican trail. You're looking at it right here. These kind of trails, yes, we do cut haircut designs, but now with the American economy, which has gotten, it was completely too expensive to get that cut. This kind of hairstyle, kind of like cut, this kind of like trail line designs, I don't think so. I really want to bring him back, but nah, fuck that, bro. It's too expensive. Right? I really want to get this back. I really, really want to get this back, but no. It's gotten too expensive. So I'm just going to keep it like this. So, you got that. Now, open your fucking hands up in this big. Make it big. Much bigger. He's bigger than that little child. Miguelito. Miguelito, Miguelito, Miguelito. Que me sueño tropical. Dun, dun. Que me sueño tropical. Se baila así. Ahora. Que me sueño tropical. Se baila así. Tan, tan. Paracho. White kids. Try here. Try here. Okay, hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if you, like I have once tried to animate my character, the OC, and I did. It's on Adobe Animate. Just difficult. It takes time. It's not an easy thing. It's really not an easy thing. But I did. I managed to do it. I've been drawing a lot of the tattoos. It just takes a lot of tattoos, basically. It's the only thing that takes a lot of work is the scales. It's the scaly tattoos. Good thing I'm one of the people that prefer to draw more. Importantly, likes to draw more OCs. I mean, I could create a commission if you guys want. I pay through Zelle, you know. See, no, hold on a second. All right. 2, 3. All right. Or maybe I don't really need. He doesn't really need the. Oh, he kind of does. He kind of does. I mean, that's the coat. It's like a giant coat, like an opera coat. It's kind of like an opera coat. So now we get to the. No, actually, no. What about my boy Miguelito? Let my boy Miguel. Free Miguel. Okay. My boy Miguel! Let's get to this. Let's get to this, Miguel. I know you are. Hold on a second. I have to get to you. Coco, Miguel, 2D. Alright. Coco, Miguel, 2D. Trying to find a really good one. Or a character sheet, model sheet. Miguel. Model sheet. Model. Did he have this? No, this is. It was made perfectly just from Pinterest. See, Pinterest. Only Pinterest is known for this. I think Pinterest would be best to use for Western style animations. Like this guy, like this one from Pinterest, Cutie Cleopatra, a chick coloring book for teens and adults for each Egyptian. So in kawaii history, anime inspired. That's not anime inspired at all. No, this is from an artist right here. This is like a coloring book. This is the type of style that basically has been left out for a hard minute. Very left out. Shit. Imagine that. Oh shit. Bring that right up. Like, I can't believe it. Like that. This is a very left out one. But who was the artist? Mon-Thu. Okay. Weird ass name. Sounds Asian. Chell from Road to El Dorado. Definitely yes, yes, and yes. Saving that for my ideas. Jab Comics! I'm sorry if I jumped that way. If you're pure and innocent, please stay that way. Alright? Although that's probably too late because you're curious. But Jab Comics is a not so innocent artist. Let's just say that. But I'm saving this because this is what we need in basically in the West. Western styles, mostly all you girls. You see all these Western art styles over here? Jesus Christ. This is, it's important. You want to go against, I'm telling to the West. People of the West and people of America, United States of America and the West. Do you want to combat? If you are still stubborn and ignorant and you think that you can be better than, and our shit is better than anime, then tell me, why can't you draw like this? Animate more characters like this and stop trying to animate characters inspired by anime or Japanese anime. That Japanese anime be Japanese anime and actually draw and animate characters like this. Alright? Animate characters like this. Please. I ask of you to draw and animate characters like this. If not, what's the point at all? What is the point at all if you cannot draw? If we won't even able to animate. I'm telling you, bro. We need to bring back that. Either ways. Let's get back to Coco. I think the closest one. No, not really. That looks stupid. I'm gonna have to search it. Miguel Coco. Pinterest, come on, give it to me. I think this is the one. Oh, it's the same shit, but okay. All right, my boys. I want to give my boy Coco. Coquito. Coco. I'm in love with the Coco. Coco. I'm in love with the Coco. Coco. I got it for the Lolo. Lolo. I'm in love with the Coco. Coco. Hit my blood, that's my cholo. Cholo. Hit you with that 30. Now if you go snitching, I go loco. I'll hit you with that 38. 30. Baking soda. I got baking soda. Baking soda. We're not gonna do that. No, we're not gonna do that. I am not gonna do that. So here. Oh, so it's like okay. So it's like this, and then just like that. Basically. Then just make the character simple. Small lips. He doesn't develop less like me. Oh yes. He's got a very ballish kind of look. Yeah, most characters kind of look like that. Rocker jaw, I think they call it. Polynesians. Just cute and quickie. Miguel and the barber, bro. That's one. That's two. Okay, hold a second. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm in love with the Coco. I'm in love with the... Hit you with the 38. Oh my god. And then come on, take it in like this. That. Okay, like this. Yep. Kind of like that. Okay. I'm in love with the Coco. I'll raise around the bee. There you go. Kind of darken this part. Although, and actually no, his hair is gonna be black, so there's no point of that. See? And then we right here. Gonna be like just sun, 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 sun. Basically. And the feds taking photos. If you snitching, I go loco, loco. I hit you with that 38. Baking soda, I got baking soda. Done. Baking soda, I got baking soda. Hey, whip it through the glass, nigga. I'm running through this glass, nigga. Done. I'm in love with the Coco, Coco. I'm in love with the Coco, Coco. I got it for the Lolo, Lolo, my nigga. I'm in love with the Coco, Coco. Alright, there we go. I'm in love with. Save this. Save us important side. Save this just in case. Everything else goes. Okay, not really. Hold up a second. What did I do wrong? Okay, fuck that. Oh, everything goes. Now, my character. Miguel from Coco, dog. Let's see. Alright, get you like here. And then just cross, 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 cross. Cross, 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 crisscross applesauce. He's a mix shot in the fuff. I don't know what to say. Sounds special needs like a mug. I sound special needs like a mug. Hey, I sound special needs like a mug. Hey, I sound special needs like a mug. Hey. Gonna be a little more darker than that. Just kind of figure it out this way. There was another artist I actually like to follow that also bring out such expressions. It's a cartoon artist, a balanced cartoon artist I actually follow. Although I am interested in anime, and since of course my childhood and of course 2010s, despite although the whole forcement of me trying to watch One Piece, but I ended up watching Sword Art Online. And then, of course, my addiction to hentai that was on a high time peak at the time for 2010s. I did like this one artist. My one artist I actually liked. That's a more like a classic cartoonist, because he did illustrations during the 1970s and 1960s. Mark Christiansen. Oh, that guy. Cause he made promos. He actually made promos for Disney. He made promos for Warner Brothers. He just illustrates them, but he also animates them. He used to do storyboarding for them. He does tremendous and spent his years working as assistants for that guy. Mark Christian. I'll show you guys Mark Christiansen. So this is the Mark. Okay, Mark Christiansen. This guy. Right here. This motherfucker right here. This guy, like, look at this guy is. This is some of his works over here. Typical Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Typical, like cartoons from like old school. This is 2015. Oh man, that's a long time. This is from my high school age. That's like when I was a freshman. I've seen this guy's work pretty much a lot. I used to follow his work because I wanted to be more of the western side of cartoons. 2009 cartoons. See the type of dress they had. You know how it used to be. That's just a white boy. It's very classic, very, 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 like retro, very classic, very cartoony. All that. This Hanna-Barbera, kind of like Hanna-Barbera of the 1960s to the 1980s, actually. Kind of that stuff. Seeing this guy's art kind of gives you that nostalgic feeling of what we once had. That we used to have more depth and life in these characters. Although these are just are repetitive. Not like most of these cartoons nowadays are more repetitive and all nowadays. I guess they believe that they're still in the dream of the late 60s till the mid 80s, basically. And they don't know that times changed. They really don't know how that times changed. Most of the big studios. But this person be tending to make up his own. Or they did his illustrations and did his storyboarding, comics, even including comics and storyboarding, like Fleischer cartoons. Even he did one illustration for a set of one comic creation for Rocky and Bullwinkle. Well, these are like very, 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 very old styles, old sketch styles. Very old sketch styles. Mark Christiansen 2010. My God. And this is all traditional. This is drawn in traditional paper, pencil, and then it's scanned. Like some other doujin artists still do in Japan, basically. So I kind of have some of his a bit of his elements into it, even though most likely I'm more of Trad Moore and Dave Alvarez. Ooh, God. Fuck you. What do you mean? This. Hey, things are pretty. Feels like things are pretty dead around here, yo. Hey, I want to know, Code. Yo, Code Broadcat, are you still breathing? Things feel pretty dead over here, yo. Wondering. Still studying? You're still awake, or you're asleep? I don't know. Are you practicing your Gojo techniques? Drawing characters? Things are pretty dead over here. I don't want to see. I want to know. I'm just wondering if anybody's breathing. Anybody is breathing. Is anybody breathing? I'm asking. I'm just here to. Okay, not like in that way. I'm not trying to interrogate anybody. I'm not saying an interrogation. But I'm just wondering, yo, like. Yeah, who's breathing here? Somebody needs to be breathing. Is anybody breathing? Anybody breathing? Jeez. Is anybody breathing? I'm asking for the world. Is who leave a comment in the comment section. In the live comment section, y'all. Who is breathing? Who is breathing? I want to know anybody in the comment section. Who is breathing over here? Who is breathing? Anybody? It's getting too dead. Shit's getting too dead here, man. Like, yo, I don't want to go interrupt and cause a ruckus, calling a prayer or some shit like that. I don't know. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Here we go. Then I'm gonna go to the. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. In the radio's on him with the boom, boom. He liked that. Ching, ding, ding. Okay, race. I want to bring racism joins the chat. What? No, actually, keep the. I'm gonna change that part, but no, yeah. I'm keeping the pins. No, keep the pins, or no, keep the gauges. These are not pins. These are gauges, actually. Like the buttons and all that stuff. All right, so this is my LC. Miguelito, my boy Miguel from Coco. You stay there. All right. You're getting the freshest fade I've ever seen. So fresh that Dominicans cry. Unlike the Mexicans who are doing the Edgar cuts. I don't think that's an Edgar cut at all. No, that's not an Edgar cut. I've seen Edgar cuts before. And God, they're stupid. Well, I do run an Edgar fade to myself, but it's so I'm kind of waving it up since it's growing. I want to say it's clear. Like I know there's people these days, people in our generation, Gen Z, that they want to start retiring the fade. They're trying to call out the fade, saying the fade is like a thief's haircut is a haircut that makes you look like a thief. I'm like, what? What kind of propaganda bullshit is that? Honestly, a fade haircut is a type of style that I like, that keeps me mature, keeps me masculine. All right. I don't know about the whole makes you look like a thief, like the goatee. Every Gen Zer is running a goatee, but a lot of people are trying to disregard and damn the goatee. Like, what's your problem with the goatee? It's like, no, it makes you look like you look like a thief. I'm like, the fuck, man. You know what? After hearing that, you know what? I'm gonna push further of the fade gangs. I want to give my characters undercuts and fades just because of that. After hearing that response from those people, from my generation, I'm gonna say, you know what? I don't mind. I'm giving fades to most of my characters. I'm gonna give fades to Gintama. I'm gonna give fades to I already cut the hair of Zenitsu from Demon Slayer. There's a drawing of that. You can see on my Instagram. I could cut. You know what? I'm gonna push further my fade cuts. I embrace it. I lived a long life. I lived a long life with long hair in my childhood. All right, I lived a good long life in my childhood with a cut, with long hair. But say, you know what? Now Coco came in, and characters like David Martinez, like Echo from Arcane, like who else? Yeah, like Yuji Itadori, Jujutsu Kaisen, like some of the characters from How to Train Your Dragon, to other characters, Vikings, to the live action shows of Peaky Blinders and Vikings, to the Punisher, to John Berthol's The Punisher, sir. What? You know what? Fade gang. You know what? Let's go. Fade gang. I will not fall for the anti-fade psyop. I understand it became a pattern recognition for, unfortunate criminals and all that kind of shit. But you know what? No. The reason why I choose fades is because I grow fast hair and I don't want it anymore. And two, it's that I'm from Florida, all right? It's a stupidly humid and hot environment. It's an extremely hot and humid environment. In the summer, it gets unbearable hot. So to me, because I live in a nearly subtropical to tropical environment, a fade haircut, even by the coastwise, a fade haircut helps. There's no other way. That's what I'm saying. A fade haircut to me helps. That's why I still rock with the fade. I didn't understand it myself too. I didn't want to fall for that same old psyop too with the fade when the fade was a thing in the 2010s, because I hail for the culture of the 2010s. This fade is of the 2010s culture, because my culture is 2010s. Although my childhood, which I would like to go back to, is the 2000s. I love the 2000s too. Shit, I want to go back to the 2000s. However, my teenage youth to the culture that I hail for, by my standards and the culture of my interest, is actually 2010s. When social media, when there was still a big brew of mainstreamness in social media, but it wasn't that as grave as now it is today. The 2010s was the all right, so got you. There you go. It still needs to be a little more. No. I want to kind of like... Ah! 2, 3. Alright. This is what it looks like. A bit, but yeah. Mostly because the color's all black. I'm trying to keep this as a small stream, guys, so... I'm trying to keep it solid. Yet again, bro, is anybody still breathing? Please, I need the world to know, bro. Is anybody still breathing? I'm trying to make a Coco fan art, and I just don't hear any... I don't know, someone say hello, say something, shit. People just watching me like... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm gonna bring out this. Actually, no, the chin. Kind of. Then. Alright. It's just a quick sketch, that's all. How about I keep it in a good rhythm? Okay, now... Bum 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 bum. The skin. Let's start with the skin because, you know, skin color matters, you know. Racial profiling matters, you know. I meant Miguel and my OC character, including me, have the same skin color as migrants from Celta, so. And South America. They're brown. Brown people to brown. Brown to brown. Brown to brown. I say brown to brown, white to white, black to black. We all come from that. We all come from them walks of life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, bitch. Salazar. Okay. Maybe a little light. Add some light on that. No. Not too light. Trying to keep... It's black and... I know it's a black and white coloring. But, you know, make sure he's brown. Make sure they're brown. I'm not trying to over bleach the skin. You know what I mean? I don't want to over bleach the skin. That'd be disrespectful. like, yeah. It'd be like your back. It'd be like tossing a salad. It's like tossing to the face of a black dude's burger chicken, bro. Imagine that. Or tossing the face of a salad con tamales y bistec y pollo bistec, bro. Like bistec chicken into a Latino's face like me. That'd be disrespectful. And we find a catch fade. Just trying to make them not too much. This is a really surreal idea I'm doing. Ah, shit. Here to here. Yep. See? On the coloring side, I will not understand. Not yet. Particular. I'll tell you that. Alright, here we go. So now the hairs. We already know the black hair. Basically all of this is gonna be black, 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 basically. Except a few different colors. That's it. Mostly on my OC side, my element reptile character side. Here we go. Fuck, sorry about that. Trying to make him. This is like the first. This is how Disney artists, mind you, like how it looks. Like when they're trying to do it, because they're doing things at a very fast pace. They don't have time for that. I don't want to have time to color and paint and all that shit. So okay, this is my character sheet. It's gonna be black and white, and this is because I have to draw like that. They would draw more than 60 different face expressions and turnarounds. So they don't have time to do the whole coloring. None motherfuckers do some time to do some coloring. Like damn. So here, from here, this is where the fade gang hits for Miguel. Humans and fades, dog. Fade gang, fade gang, fade gang, fade gang, 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 fade gang, fade gangs. This is the same haircut for every Hispanic, soccer player. This is every Hispanic soccer player's haircut. Every soccer player would be running this haircut, if you ever think of it. The Viking Erling Haaland had like an undercut or something like a fade some way. To freaking Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. They all run fades. Every soccer player runs a fade. Including me. The only difference between me as a person who's a fade gang, I don't play soccer. I'm not good at soccer. But everybody else, every soccer player that we see, right, in sports, a fade is super. A fade is foundational. A fade crosses through time and space. A fade contains history into the history books that is, even though it's the most ridiculous in parts. A fade can even transcend through universes. A fade tells the story of history, not just of warriors, but of peasants, of those of high nobility to the poor. You know, each person has a journey, and it all starts with a fade. I'm telling you, this fade haircuts had transcended through time and space. I kid you not. Yes. It's ridiculous? Yes. Does it make sense? No. But is it really that accurate? Also, yes. Believe it or not, if you think of it, through even prehistoric times, right? Like caveman times, right? To the ice age, to the European Neanderthal times, to the ice age, to to the pagan sides, BC, before Christ was born, to ancient times. Cultures around the world had an undercut, shave their heads by the side. It makes them clean. Those actually used for soldiers and hunters, right? Then times change. They try to ban, religion came in. Some people tried to ban it completely because it produces paganism and stuff. And they tried it, and they will do their very, very, very stupid best to kind of like disregard it. But you can see fades transcend through time and space in Egypt. You can see undercuts and mohawks transcend through time and space literally in China. Think of it in China. The fade, it's not a fade, but it's a really disfigured bowl cut, right? Or I'll give you a better one. There's undercuts. There are traditional undercuts in the chilly lands of Tibet, before China, came into power, right? And they still practice, and they still have it in Tibet. Some of the elderly men, they would have, if you look very closely to the long hair, they would have undercuts that do like a bun, like those ponytails, right? They do like those tails because they would partially shave their heads on the sides and keep the rest. You even go to the feudal Japan, where some of the generals of high nobility, right, had shaved the sides of their head in the back and leave the top part alone. You go to Vietnam, where the Buddhists, some of the traditional Vietnam places, right, some of the Buddhists literally would shave their heads from the side to the back, but almost all the way out to the front to leave the top part. That kind of considered looks like an undercut, a fade. Go to the world of the Vikings, which is the most prominent. You'll see countless of tools that, yes, used for battles, used for cooking, used for building, but also tools used some way, somehow for the hair. They would use axes. They would use certain types of knives that are not supposed to be effective in battle that were used for hair care. And guess what? They use fades. They make cuts, undercuts. And that goes way back, man. It goes way... Bro, I go to the kingdoms of Africa. I go to, right, the Benin, West Africa. There was busts. I see wooden busts of warriors, servants carrying around kings and queens, right, on like carriages, like man-made carriages. And I will tell you this, if you look closely to the bust, they, like the sides and back of their heads were shaved, but they left the top part of their hair on. That is considered a fade cut. I'm telling you, it's so ridiculous that happens. There were even stories in the Bible where they would talk about, like, there was a time in Jerusalem and Israel where they apparently there was paganism running around. So when the Bible came in, and or Islam came in, and Judaism came in, they decided to kind of like ban the use. They convinced the world to stop shaving the sides of your hair. Let your hair grow, your entire hair grow all the way for the world, or for the world, for you to accept you and see, right? So because that tells me that in Jerusalem, in the Middle East, people were getting fades, were getting haircuts. I know it's ridiculous how such things even exist. How can a haircut be known around the world? Well, you could see it in the Cherokee, in the Native American tribes of the Cherokee Nation in the East Coast, when during the pioneers, during the Wild West times too. You see Indians, see a few like Native American tribes who had like the infamous Edgar, they want to have a sort of undercut. They kind of like make that's very bowl like, which predated the Edgar fade, right? The Edgar cut. Well, that's because it was tribalistic. It was from the tribes. It was from the Aztecs. Hell, Aztecs had their own. So that was very weird, And let's go back to Japan. Let's go back to feudal Japan, where children mostly like girls and boys will cut their hairs on the underside and leave the top part. It's a foot, right? And then we go to World War II, Nazi Germany, where they had the undercuts, they had the fades, and then of course United States of America came in and invented clippers, the electric clipper. They invented stuff, And guess what? Even in the Wild West times, motherfuckers were shaving their heads from the side. Mostly young people, mostly the youngsters, shave their heads from the side and back, leave the top. They leave the top, right? All that will come to an end but somewhere in the 1970s. I think that came to an end, or like in the 1800s, and then after getting to the 1970s with the pop culture boom, everybody start growing like their hair, growing their afros. It's like a type of a lifestyle. Until then, because it was considered to be a haircut that was anti-war. It was a haircut that was supposed to be represented as, like the war of Vietnam and all that stuff in the 1960s. Well, it came back in the 1980s in the black community, where black people, yes, black and Latinos, brown people, black and brown peoples, they decided to bring it to the cities. They brought the fade. Started with the high top fade with a pop sing, with an R&B sing, with a pop locking R&B singer, who had the high top fade in the 1980s, and went all the way with it. And every Mexican kid, every black kid, every Puerto Rican, and somewhere in the 1980s to the 2000s, we've been carrying that fade, been rocking them fades outside of the military. So the real fucking ancient aliens, it's not, yes, you will talk about aliens, right? You would talk about aliens in that transcended time and space in this planet, but the real ancient alien to me, hilariously, and I kid you not, it's hilarious, would be literally the fade cut. Yeah, it's not like I'm telling everybody had a fuckboy cut, but it was once the norm. It was the norm in the long time that represented warriors, and it represented soldiers and peasants and certain farmers and peasants. Hell, I could tell you, even in ancient Egypt, in the Egyptian times, right, in some parts of the Roman Empire, they ran fades. They've been roaming the world with haircuts, undercuts, and fades. Many Native American, a few in the south, in the east to the southwest, had undercutted fades, but mainly in the East Coast, in the Appalachian Mountains, indigenous peoples be running lots of, they'll be shaving their heads. The Cherokee Nation. Oh my God. Parts in South America. I'll tell you, in South fucking America. All right. I'll tell you, in South, bro, in Thailand. In Thailand. Some of the kingdoms of Ayutthaya, in Theravada Buddhism, right? In Thailand and Thai Buddhism, you see paintings of soldiers, you know, representing Ayutthaya, representing the mobilities of some of the kingdoms, the Khmer Empire. They ran fade. They had undercuts. They shaved their sides of their heads and left the rest on top. That could be considered an undercut or a fade. A fade haircut. Everybody was running fade haircuts. Everybody. It's just you don't see it. You don't realize it until you look very closely and really use your mind and really use your coincidental imagination to realize, oh shit, these niggas were running fade haircuts. God damn. And yes, my friends, they were running fades. They were running fade haircuts. See this? Right here. There's fade. Fade. Yep. That's why people right now are trying to drop the fade. I think the like what Gen Z is like reviving the testament of, you know, like, let your hair grow your hair out, you know, do not abide to the pagan customs of shaving the sides of your hair. Let your hair grow. Well, I would choose what I do. I've already lived my life with long hair, so I am Gucci. Okay, let's do this. Oh God. Actually, yeah, it's pretty sketched up. All right, here we go. Now we go into the inking part. The last phase. The last phase. Okay. Why is my eraser? Here you go. Okay, right here. Let's do this. Here. Testing here. 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 And then let's take this. Fuck, it's supposed to be a short stream. Alright. Well, let's see. See right here. Ah, verga. See you. Can you make of this world stand by? Only you. There you go. Far Cry 6 coming in. Well, actually, there's already a Far Cry 6. It's called, yeah, it's called Venezuela. No. Far Cry 6. If there's another Far Cry video game, I think it'll be Sudan. Yeah. Far Cry Sudan. That'll be cool. Like, there's something about that Far Cry that's pretty cool. There is really something about that Far Cry. Okay. Right here. Dale. Dale. Oops. Right here. There you go. Shit. Do I have to draw the? And I gotta draw the claws. I got to draw the claws and the. I'm not really good with the fingers. No. Why am I so terrible with hands? Unlike Hirokoshi, who would actually have to make him. He makes himself say, you know, I love hands. Horikoshi, the creator of My Hero Academia, has to say in the interview that he loves hands. He loves drawing like the type of way of hands. That's because he knows that hands are hard. Hands are stupidly ridiculous. And I don't blame him. I really don't blame him. Hands are stupidly hard. And it's like look at Akutami Sensei. He had to draw hands. Very boxy like. And then look at Horikoshi. like it, like it, like it, yeah. No money, no money, no money, no money, no money. I have to wait for a bit. Two, three, four, five. 1, 2. Don't do the scratch sketch. Okay. Here. Gochi-sama. Right here. Ah, shit. Gochi-sama. Okay, 1, 2. Here. 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 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me see. No. Yeah. Let's see. To here. Oh shit, I forgot to give scars. Damn. Most of them scars here. Man. What else? That's it. This might so too. See? Oh shit. Damn it. Oh, you know, I should do. Actually, no. Because then I had to color the whole thing. Yeah, it's a whole mix mash. Okay, it's a whole mix mash of things. So I'm just gonna do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Miguel. Alright. Miguel from Coco. There you go. Ah, okay. Konnichiwa-sama. Then who else? No way. Didn't I? Yeah. Hold on a second. Guess not really, but I do have a chance. Maybe give me a chance. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. Baby, come back. Baby, come back. Alright. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Rápido, rápido, cabrón. Rápido, cabrón. Vamos, cabrón. Ándale, 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 ándale. Let me get this done already. Ándale, chico. Vamos. No me importa, no me importa, no me importa, no me importa. Jesus Christ. Dale, 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 por la clava de Cristo. Por la clava de Cristo. Okay. Alright, now looks much better. Looks way better. I'm about to almost hit that 2:30 mark. That's supposed to be my original stream. Yeah. It's a small stream. It's a small stream, guys. Just letting you guys know, I don't want to go further than that. Yeah, guys, it's a small stream, everybody. I didn't want to go further than that, but I am going to be finishing up the Coco thing. It's going to be a quick sketch. You know, it's a fan art that I wanted to do. You already guys saw how Coco is. If you weren't on my last stream yesterday, I had the I did the recap for D23 Expo on 2026 in Los Angeles, California. Of course, no, I didn't go to California, no, but I did a recap of all these stuff that was going on by Disney, and then that's when the Coco thing happened, and people were talking mad shit about Coco, about seeing that Miguel was is rocking the most popular Floridian Miami-Dade soccer FIFA player haircut that everybody had. People like not one fan art has been made, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make a fan art out of that. All right, I'm gonna use my character giving the best fade to my character, to Coco, all right, to Miguel. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna post that on Instagram. I'm posting that on Twitter as a direct response to Coco, to to the concept art of it. And I'm saying, yeah, let's get that, let's have it up, and just give it that way, bro. He that kid wants a fade, that kid gets a fade, on God. I did my reactions to that. If you want to check me out, it's a 3-hour stream, and I'm trying to make it as short as possible because already the sun's already down and I've already got locked in, so I just want to keep it that way. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter, on Instagram. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm Element Reptile, just like my character, my OC, which is the same name. I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm an artist. I'm a graphic designer, illustrator, video editor. We see each other. You bless, BB.